Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the global elitists are working on their best efforts towards a one world government. That's their main goal, is a one world government. All the global elitists are working very hard on this. And they have come so far now. Everything that they have done, the one world government will be running very soon. But this is what I want to talk about is this. Because they say the only thing that's holding them back from a global community is a cashless society or a cashless world. Because it's not just going to be a cashless society, because each of us live in a different society. So it's going to be a cashless world. No more money, no more cash, no more nothing. Now this is what I wanted to say to people, because this is very dangerous. Okay, this is very dangerous because back in when was it? Just this past February, February 2nd, 2013. The Bilderbergs, I don't know if any of you guys are aware of the Bilderbergs, but for those of you that are, but I want to explain to those of you that do not know who the Bilderbergs are. The Bilderbergs are one of the organizations that are pushing towards a one world government. They have a meeting every year. They have a meeting every year and they discuss policy. This is against the Logan Act. They're discussing policy in secretive meetings. Like Henry Kissinger, he's the top boss of the Bilderbergs. Okay, David Rockefeller is in it, and all kinds of other people. Like they're discussing. Like they came here once. They came here to Ottawa once. Okay, at the Brook Street Hotel. These people go to luxury hotels, expensive hotels. They threw everybody out of the hotels, and they had a meeting. They were discussing here in Ottawa. This was back in 2006. They were talking about how they were going to take out Hugo Chavez. They were talking about the war with Iran, and they were talking about the North American Union, because they want to make Canada, U.S., and Mexico into one super country. Well, they want to unite everything. They want to make everything one. Everything is going to be united. So they want to unite all the countries. Because even other certain people, like they've been calling for this for years, people. But they're bringing in world government, and there's nothing that we can do about it. They said, we're going to have a world government, because the only way that we can have security is if we have a world government. So security through world government. This guy was saying that nation states have to come to an end. Because nations that think they can stand alone is a lie. The nation state is dead. We all must come together and unite. And by the way, we're all living on planet Earth. We all need to unite and come into one. But I just wanted to explain that that's what the Bilderbergs is. You guys can check them out. You guys can check out the Bilderbergs, the Trial Commission, the Council on Foreign Relations, you name it. The Club of Rome, it's the 300-member community that they already have divided the world up into 10 regions. Like, this is what they're doing. They're bringing in world government, okay? But I wanted to say this. Yeah, February 2nd, 2013, the Bilderbergs were pushing Congress secretly to push for a global ID card for all Americans and all the North American Western, what's it called? The Western North American the Western world, okay, the Western world atmosphere. That's even Canada, because the World Trade Organization, they want to destroy the two countries, which is Canada and U.S. They want to destroy our national sovereignty. But not just Canada and the U.S., but the whole world. This is a common agenda, that they want to bring the whole world into a one world government. Okay? So I want to say, they want to bring in national ID cards, because right now there's a push on the globe for every nation to have a citizens numbered with national ID cards. And without this national ID card, you will not be able to buy or sell, and you'll not even be able to get a job without it. It's going to replace your social insurance number. Bill Clinton he's been trying to push it for years, back in the day. A global ID card, or the Real ID Act, or whatever you want to call it. They're just using this to justify their crimes, because they're committing crimes against humanity. This has nothing to do with your protection or security, because this is going to go by biometrics, okay? This is what I want to explain. Even here. Yeah, the Western sphere, that's what they said, for the Western world. That's it. They said we want to have everybody with a national ID card, all of Americans, in all the Western world, the Western atmosphere. That's even Canada. That's the whole world. They want to do the whole world. They're doing it state by state. They're a cashless society. So with this national ID card, it's going to be by biometrics. Now let me explain to you, for those of you that don't know biometrics, because biometrics is coming, my friends, and this must be resisted. This must be rejected. Okay? This is total. This is against the Constitution. This is totally wrong. But this is what biometric is. Biometric stands for body measurements. They're going to do 3 measurements of your body. Now, what you're going to have to do is, they're going to take your palm and your fingers, and you're going to put it on a machine, like a palm scanning machine. Digital palm scanning. Okay, it's going to digital palm scan. It's going to take a picture of your palm and your fingerprints. Now your fingerprints and your palm is recorded in the computer. Digital palm print is in the computer now. Now the next step is you're going to put these things on your eyes like binoculars. Now it does an eye erase. Now it has your eyes in the computer, and then they're going to take a picture of your face, which is face recognition. Now they have you on the card. Your face is on the card. So they're going to try to say this is for your own security, this is for your own protection. Now you don't have to worry, because nobody can steal your stuff. Somebody has the card, they can't do nothing with that card. Because if you go to a place, you have to put your finger on a special scanning machine, and your face will come up on that computer. Now if somebody tries to do that, someone that tries to steal your card, your face is on it, they're going to know right away that's not you. So the guy's going to be in big trouble. But that has nothing to do with it. With all this electronic cards and everything, by them getting rid of cash, because while we still have cash, we can do whatever we want. But once they go into credit cards, microchips, you name it, they can do whatever they want to us. They can treat us like animals. Because once you have that, if they don't like you for some reason, they don't like your political views or whatever, they can just freeze your account. These are the dangers of these technologies. But this is a tracking grid. They track everything that you do. They track everything that you do. Whatever you buy, what time you bought it, you name it, because it's all a card. Biometrics. But that's not the main thing of it. Because I studied the documents, okay? This was all planned out in 1969. New World Order's plans exposed 1969. They said they're going to start off with a single card, and then after they said they're going to go into the implant, because they said the card can be stolen or could be lost. But even if somebody steals it, they can't do nothing with it because your face is on it. Like I said, you're already in the system if you do that, but don't do it. This must be resisted. It's all about tracking and monitoring and studying and spying on us. The government's going to rule your life in everything. This is for real, okay? They have digital fingerprints, digital finger machines. It's not even funny, you know? It's not even funny, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we are right now. This is what they're laying out. Like futurists, they say this is their vision, to have everybody in a digital economy, a digital computer. We all go by digits. We need to come up with a new system. Money's an old thing. Money is a dinosaur age in the electronic world. Money has to go. That's an old thing. We have to go into a new system. So this is basically what they're saying. So this is all going into the mark of the beast, because they're going to install a mark system. But for us that are in Christ, we will not be here. So I just want to say, for those of you, if you end up getting left behind, don't take the mark of the beast, okay? just the fact that I'm telling you all this stuff before it happens. Okay, right now it's happening state by state. Like here in Canada, they eliminated the pennies. It's not going to stop with pennies. It's going to go on. They're going to get rid of the nickels. They're going to get rid of the loonies, the toonies. Then they're going to stop printing money. And so they want to go into biometrics. Put it that way. In the documents, they said that these biometric scanning machines are going to be in grocery stores. Everywhere you go, it's going to be biometrics. They say biometrics is the next generation. This is wrong. I'm not taking any of this stuff. I'm not taking any of this if it comes before the rapture takes place. I'm not taking any of this. I'm telling you guys right now, do not take this, because they want us to be their slaves. By you taking their card or whatever, they're going to introduce it to the people of the world in a nice way. This is a new technology to protect you from identity theft, blah, blah, blah. But you have to learn from history, okay? Absolute power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. This is all that it is. It's never enough, like I said in the documents. They're going to start off with a single card, and then they're going to go into the implant. That's what they call it, the implant. They said this will be monitoring you in real time, tracking you. Like say if a law enforcement agency wanted to get a hold of you, all they have to do is type in that special number that you have in your hand, type it in the computer, and it tells you exactly where you are on their computer by satellite. It tells you exactly where you are. It's just a flashing light. It tells you where you are, what street you're on, or what house you're in, or whatever. This is totally ridiculous. This is the end of privacy as we know it. But this is what's going on. You guys can think I'm crazy, but this is what's going on. This is what's happening, okay, guys? Europe is taking over the world. Put it that way. Europe is taking over the world. The mega bankers, they control the central bank, they control the currency. And they actually said, we need a world bank for the whole world to come into. Now think about that. We need a world bank for the whole world to come into. So for a world bank, you need a one world currency. You need a one world currency. So what's going to happen to the other currencies? They're all going to collapse. They're all going to crash. Which is true, because the United States is going to collapse any day now. They're on the verge of collapse. Like I have this person getting links. It's so crazy. There's a military officer going out saying that this is going to happen. When it happens, when the economy crashes, because the economy is not doing well, okay? So when this happens, there's going to be food shortages, you name it. So whoever you are, like I've been saying, and people have been making fun of me and so on, but I don't care anymore. I'm going to keep telling people until the hammer hits them over the head, and this just happens. Because this is going to be reality, okay? I'm seeing things happening right now, because if you guys knew the stuff that I knew, because I studied the documents, and plus this is Bible prophecy happening. Because the world has to get worse, okay? For the Antichrist to come in and say, I'm the answer, I'm going to bring peace and this and that. So the economy is going to collapse, and then they're going to come up with a solution. The only way that we can protect and save the world is if we establish a one world government with a one world currency. And also there's going to be a one world religion. A one world religion. And they're going to have the military and the police taking over the cities of the world. Okay, this is how bad it's going to be. They're going to enforce martial law, and there's another thing that might happen. I'm not sure, but I said there might be an internet virus that they're going to come out with and say a virus hit the internet, so that the banking systems are going to shut down because of this. So you have 72 hours to get out of the United States, because that's when martial law is coming in. Now these people are just using crime as an excuse to install their control grid. Now we need to control the computer. We need to go into censorship. We need to go into thumb scanning. And that's how they're going to take control over everything. They're getting rid of our freedom of speech, you name it. That's why there's going to be a revolution in the United States. That's why they say the answer to 1984 is 1776. Because for those of you that remember what happened in 1776, there was a revolution. And there is a revolution coming, because they're going to take the guns away. So many people's lives are going to be taken, and I have people that are in the United States military. They actually tell me on the phone, they actually signed a piece of paper that they are told to fire on their own people. The military, the American military are told to fire on their own people. This is crazy what's going on right now. There's just so much stuff that I can tell you. This is only 15 minutes. So, that's all I want to say. So the biometrics, The national ID cards come near you guys, reject it. Reject it, reject it. This has to do with control. This is all I got to say, and God bless you all.